What's up, guys? You're tuned in to another Rappler Live Jam from home. My name is Amanda, and up next, we have Bay. She is an artist whose debut single has certainly tickled the K drama fans out there because it captures everyone's love for the dashing captainry of Crash Landing on You. The single is out now on all digital platforms. It was released on in January, and she will also be performing the song on the show tonight. But before that, we have Bay here with us to chat about her music. Hi, Bay. Calling in from LA. Hello.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Um, yeah, so this song, Crash Landing, you released it in January. Can you tell us a little bit more about what led up to the release of the song?
Yeah, so actually, the entire thing in my career in singing was completely unplanned. It wasn't supposed to happen, especially now since there's a pandemic. But I guess it was the perfect time for everything to kind of fall into place, and then Crash Landing came out of it, and now we're here.
Yeah, so this was written by Grace Notes Eunice Jorge.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. How was it like working with her and how did that collaboration come about?
So that collaboration actually came about from my manager now, Kuya Darwin of Superstar Music. He actually was the one who introduced us. He
Mm.
saw me cover Ikaw Tako by Moira and reached out to me personally, asked if I wanted to, get into songwriting, get into doing my own vocals just for fun. We didn't think anything was going to come out of it. And then the first demo that Eunice and I had recorded, Kuya Darwin took it, and I had no idea. It was unknowingly. He took it, and it was kind of like a blind audition. He played it for UR, and then they were super interested in it. But yeah, I've been working with Ate Eunice ever since then, and she's been such a great mentor for me to kind of be learning the process, especially long distance with everything being online. So she's been very helpful.
Mm. That's the best thing when something just you do something for fun and then it turns into something else. I'm interested in because I heard that you graduated at 19, like oh my god, and with highest honors from like a business school in London. That sounds super different from like the life of a musician. So how did you, go from there to now being a singer?
Yeah, so I mean, it really was unplanned, the whole like musical career, but music has definitely been one of my passions for most, if not all, of my life. But what I really wanted to do when it came to studying, I was really interested in business. So that's why I went to business school. I got my bachelor's in business administration, and I graduated early because I was taking college classes in high school already. So I had the privilege to graduate early, and then I think that's everything happened for a reason. That's kind of why I'm here now, or else I would still be in college. So it's crazy how things work out.
Yeah. What was it that made you decide to pursue music? Because like you went to school and all that, and this is like a completely different path. What made you decide to take it?
What made me decide to take music, I think it was just the opportunity that I had. I think it was so great to have a door open up, especially at this time when not a lot of things were going on. Like schools weren't really in session and there wasn't a lot of work that was going on. And since, that's one of my passions, why not turn it into an occupation? I had the privilege to do that because of Universal Records and Soupstar. So I'm super grateful for that.
Yeah. And you're here now. Yeah, we're talking about your song and stuff. What is it like to be an artist and to make your debut as an artist in the middle of a pandemic?
Yeah, I mean it's super crazy. I mean, I still haven't processed everything just because, I didn't really get to go through the whole entire recording in a professional setting or in a real studio with a producer there in front of the booth, or have the signing with the label done in person where you're taking pictures and like signing a contract. It
Yeah.
was all done over Zoom, and I have a makeshift studio here in my garage. So definitely different than what you expect when it comes to being an artist, but it's been a learning process and I'm having so much fun learning everything.
Yeah. You mentioned recording in a makeshift studio. When you were working on this song, did you have to do anything, I don't know, weird just to record properly?
I mean, I was recording in my pajamas, so for me that's not weird. I was super comfortable
Yeah.
throughout the process, so good thing I could do that. I probably could do that in a regular studio, but I could be in the comfort of my own home. Nothing too weird. I didn't have to go super out of my comfort zone just because Ati Niece was there every step of the way. So
Hmm. How was it working with her through it's a long distance partnership essentially. So what was that like?
oh, it was I would have Zoom calls with her when it was time for me to have dinner and she was just waking up, or when she texts me, I would be asleep, so I would only be able to get back to her when she's asleep already, and a lot of like waiting to respond, or having to make time for each other just so that we could have those calls, so that she could make sure that I'm recording the vocals that both of us want out of the song, or talking about songwriting, about the future songs that are upcoming. So
So this is how the setup is gonna be for now, I guess. I mean, obviously, it's not like we can travel freely at the moment, but that process led to your debut song, Crash Landing. What did it feel like that this is the song that you're introducing yourself as an artist with?
we actually had recorded a song before that, and it's the complete opposite of what Crash Landing is, and I think that that's the next single that I'm releasing, if I'm correct. It's,
Oh,
it's kind of like Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande. So for me to kind
wow.
of allow Crash Landing to be my first single, I think it's a really good song. It's super catchy, and I fell in love with it as soon as I heard the demo that I think had sent me in the beginning. I think I won't let that first song define me, just because I know that all artists kind of go through that evolution of finding out what music really fits their voice, combining it with the kind of music that they love to listen to. So I would love to see, my transformation into becoming whoever that is. But I really think it was a great debut song to come out with first.
Yeah, and I guess the timing of it because, at this point, people are still obsessed with Crash Landing on You. Were
Oh
you
yeah.
a fan of the show?
So I actually had not watched Crash Landing until the recording of the song was done. Um,
Oh,
it actually started off with Ati Nis and I making cuento about how, like, what we would do in our free time, especially with everything being closed, because that was kind of the beginning-ish of quarantine, or middle of quarantine, I would say. And she said, "Oh, do you watch K dramas?" I said, "Yeah, that's actually how I spend time with like my family and my friends. That's kind of how we bond. We would watch K dramas together." She was like, "Do you watch Crash Landing? Did you ever watch Crash Landing?" I said, "Oh no, not yet." Because at the time it was like super super big, super blowing up just because of quarantine. Everyone was watching Netflix,
yeah.
and kind of how it started. A couple days later, she had sent me the demo um, of Crash Landing being the concept, and then the melody was something that, like, we would do this thing where we would pass on songs that we just heard that we really liked, just so we had an idea, like, oh, we love this melody, oh, we love the meaning of the song. So she was able to combine those two concepts and kind of make that into a debut song, which is why I'm so proud of it.
Nice. And now it's like out there and you're gearing up for your next single. You mentioned earlier that, it's about like evolution and how this first song is like starting point, I guess. Um so far, you started with Crash Landing. You're working on other stuff right now. How do you feel you've evolved as an artist already so far?
I feel like I've I've learned a lot more, and you don't really think about the things that are kind of common sense to you, especially if you're kind of spectating the music industry even from a while ago, which is something that I've always been interested in. Like, I love watching the behind the scenes of how people like produce their vocals or how they make their songs, like Billie Eilish or Ariana Grande. So it's something that I love to like learn about. But now that I'm the one who's experiencing it firsthand with a lot of help on my side, it's super interesting, and I think that I've definitely gotten more into songwriting, being able to produce my own vocals without anyone's help, and kind of experimenting more on my own. So as an artist, I can say that I've definitely you know step my game up a little bit from where I was
Yeah.
before for myself. But I know that I have a long way to go, and I'm very open minded to learning more things in the future.
Yeah. It's super exciting. Anything like speaking of the future, is there any dream collaboration, like any artist that you dream of collaborating with someday?
Dream collab, if we're talking about like international or anything. I mean, honestly, I think collaborating with any artist would be so nice, just because I think it's always nice to kind of get another artist's experience, or not an experience, their perspective on how they take music. So I mean, if it's someone from another genre, that would be really cool. I mean, dream really really big collaboration. I mean, like Ariana Grande, Beyonce, like
Yeah.
I love them, but
You can just put it out there. Who knows?
yeah,
Like,
I'm manifesting it. I've done this before. I'm manifesting it.
yeah.
BTS, because we're
Oh my
getting
gosh.
Korean. That'd be so cool.
Yeah. Well, super exciting to hear more from you. Do you have any upcoming like releases or maybe, online gigs that people can watch out for?
So, I don't have any specific dates right now, but there is new music coming out. Like I said, we have the Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande sounding vibe, and I have a couple covers coming out on my YouTube channel, and acoustic cover for Crash Landing. Maybe if you guys want to stay tuned for that. But other than that, yes, Crash Landing.
Cool. So this will all be on your YouTube channel. What do people search? Bay as in BEY.
They can search up it's Bay Music or BEY, because I feel like it's a little hard with Beyonce or like other BY, but it's Bay Music should be fine. Or you can even find my Universal Records YouTube channel as well.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I guess at this point it's time to hear your music.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for chatting with us, and
thank you so much for having me.
yeah, good luck with everything. It's exciting.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Enjoy the music of Bay.
What am I doing here? It's like I'm dreaming and about to wake up. Just wanna run away and disappear, forget everything and find my way back. They say we're not meant to be like north, south, west and east, but one day save me, I'm surrounded by a plot twist. 네가 나랑 있을 때는 say, but 완전하지 않게 네 곁에 있으면 괜찮을 거야. Should I still believe in captain? Cause a guy like him is a fantasy, but I'm alright, cause I know I got mine. 우리 여기 어떻게 왔어? 너와 너무 무섭다면 우리의 모든 벽 굴러서 운명이었나 봐. They say we're not meant to be like north, south, west and east, but one day save me, I'm surrounded by a plot twist. 네가 나랑 있을 때는 say, but 완전하지 않게 네 곁에 있으면 괜찮을 거야. Should I still believe in captain? Did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary, I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Oh, oh, aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary, I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Oh, 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 oh. If you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show